Now that she's thinking of running for the Senate in Massachusetts, etc., first poll, she's down by 20.
Hear all this, well, this is class warfare, this is whatever. No, there is nobody in this country who got rich on his own. Nobody. You built a factory out there, good for you, but I want to be clear, you moved your goods to market on the roads the rest of us paid for. You hired workers the rest of us paid to educate. You were safe in your factory because of police forces and fire forces that the rest of us paid for. You didn't have to worry that marauding bands would come and seize everything at your factory and hire someone to protect against this because of the work the rest of us did. Now look, you built a factory and it turned into something terrific or a great idea. God bless. Keep a big hunk of it, but part of the underlying social contract is you take a hunk of that and pay forward for the next kid who comes along. We got in this whole $1 trillion on tax cuts for the rich under George Bush.
Congress had Warren oversee how your tax dollars were spent.
We got into this whole $2 trillion on 2 wars that we put on a credit card for our children and grandchildren to pay off.
Bailing out the same banks that helped cause the financial meltdown.
And we got into this whole $1 trillion on a Medicare drug program that A, was not paid for, and B, is 40% more expensive than it needs to be because it was a giveaway to the drug companies.
Well, middle-class Americans lost out. Later, Warren went on a charm offensive with some of the same banks who got bailed out.
So we just had, that's just $4 trillion right there. So part of the way you fix this problem is, don't do those things.
We're in a moment where we need to figure out in a much more direct action and much more concrete way how we really are trying to disrupt and create uncertainty.
I think we may see a series of protest movements in the United States.
And so you need to create a new one. Then this is the time to do it.
I think of the American public, we're big, right? And we're diverse, and we are slow to turn. We are not a place that moves right to revolution. We move very slowly. But I think to believe that we have not moved over the last 2 years would be a grave mistake. The first thing I'm going to promise is that I'm going to be a voice in the room on behalf of middle-class families.
We need jobs, not more bailouts and bigger government.